Hey team, Audrey here, and I wanted to make a video about where you are in your business. Um, Not quite sure what's going on, but in the team, I feel like there's a vibe of discouragement. Like a lot of you are feeling down about where you are, about the no's you're getting. If you're an Emerald and above coach, maybe you're feeling discouraged because you're not seeing what you know your team is capable of. And I get it. I've been there. The first thing I want to say to you is there's a quote, and I hope you've heard it before. If not, it says that don't compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 20, because we all enter this business in different points in our lives with different skills, with different life experiences, different markets, that put us in a completely different situation than other people. When I started, I had a really strong why, which was that, my husband didn't have a paycheck anymore. And it was completely on me to provide for my family. That was an incredible why, because you might have the why that you do need more money, but I saw myself in that situation like, okay, well, if I don't make this happen this week, then it's my family can't afford this and that. I can't get the groceries for my family. Because I sure as hell wasn't going to ask anybody for help. So that pushed me right then and there. And that's why we talk to you about having a why that's going to push you. That no matter who says no to you, you're going to be like, you know what? My kids need to eat. So I need to go and find people that are going to want to sell a challenge pack, or I'm going to get my team to work. The no's are part of this business. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be successful. Because maybe it's that we have it too easy, because what we pay for is Shakeology and $15.95, the coach fee, whereas people that have to set up like a brick and mortar shop and have to open those doors and pay electricity and pay the water bill and pay I don't know what else, they have to make sure that they're getting customers through the door no matter what. And maybe some of us don't have that sense of urgency like that to do better and pull more people in. And it's all on training. Like, I see so many of you guys that are awesome. You really are. Not only the numbers, but I see the things that you guys post. I see the passion in your eyes when you come to trainings. I see that you have the drive that it takes, but sometimes it's just more training. Nobody's going to come in and know how to close somebody off the bat. No one is a great leader off the bat like that. Like, it takes time. I signed up in November of 2012. And yeah, I sold a lot of challenge packs. I did. Again, that was because of my why, because I don't know that if I wasn't in that situation, I would be in the position that am in today. It's just those were the cards that I was dealt. I became a diamond fairly quickly, but I lasted a long time until I was able to raise other leaders. And that really disappointed me. I had days where I cried, where I would look at other people that made it and I would think to myself, like, wow, what's wrong with me that I can't make it happen? What's wrong with me that this isn't happening yet? Am I not good enough? Is this for me? Should I just quit? Is this ever going to happen for me? And I would look back at myself during that time and I knew I wasn't doing personal development the way I should. Like, yeah, a product of the product, fine. Like, I work out, I drink my Shakeology, I invite people. That wasn't my problem. The problem was the personal development. So when we tell you, do personal development to sharpen your skills, it's for a reason. And it wasn't until I really focused on that and, the compound effect, Darren Hardy talks about becoming the type of person that you want to attract. And it wasn't until I really focused on that and said, okay, I don't care about not having the results I want right now. because I know it's going to come. So it takes personal development, and it takes having a vision. And I remember around New Year's, I made a vision board. And on that vision board is 5-star diamond. And I didn't know how that was going to happen because I didn't even have anyone that was close. But now I'm super close. And maybe you're looking at my chapter 20. And to me, it feels like chapter 89. And you're starting out and you're frustrated with your team. Like, I've been there. So please reach out to me. Please reach out to my team. They're amazing. And I saw their growth. I made this vision board and I decided, you know what? I'm going to take my time. Because a lot of times we want to rush and get places fast. And when you get places fast without laying the foundation, you're going to crash and burn. So I decided, it'll happen for me when it happens for me. And I took my time. And I think it was like February, I took some of my team members to this cute little place around my house. It's a coffee house. It's really cool ambiance. I invited those that were, emerald or emeralds and above. And only 3 people showed up. And I have a huge team, but only 3 people showed up. For whatever reason, I know life happens. But out of those 3 people, 2 of them are diamond now. And 1 has recommitted to making this work. And what happened that day was that we were able to bond on a level beyond Beachbody, because that's the beauty of this business. It isn't about Shakeology and a challenge pack and working out. It's about connecting with people and being able to pull the best out of people. Because the more that you work on yourself and taking care of yourself, the more your measure of success is going to grow. The more you work on yourself, the more you raise the cap on what you're capable of as a leader. So I went to this coffee house with them, and I remember 2 of the people there were Cindy and Melissa Lopez. Melissa Lopez, who's amazing, she's a diamond coach now. She wasn't even an emerald then, and I asked her what she wanted out of her life, not Beachbody related, but just out of her life, and she lit up. Like, I had never seen that side of her. When you first meet Melissa in person, it's kind of like you don't know, you can't really tell what she's thinking or if she even likes you. I thought she didn't like me, but she just lit up. And I could just see the gears working and how all of a sudden it just clicked. Like, okay, all I got to do is this, so I'm going to do it. And she did it. That week, she became emerald. And I think it only took her 2 or 3 more months to become diamond. And she's an amazing leader today, and she continues to grow. And I can't wait to see how she's going to continue to grow. And then there's Cindy, who was emerald, and I think she was kind of stuck where she was. And maybe a lot of it was fear, because a lot of times we let fear hold us back, like fear of what people are going to say, fear of trying and maybe getting rejected and falling on your face. Well, sometimes you got to be more scared of staying stuck where you are and not afraid of just putting yourself out there. Because if you're too scared to put yourself out there, then you are going to fall on your face. But if you decide to put yourself out there, you could either brush yourself off and get up again, or you can actually make it. And that's what happened with them. And that's what happened with Josie after that. That's what happened with Darlene. There are so many amazing leaders on my team, and I am so proud of them. And I'm so honored that they're a part of my team, and just to see the things that they're able to do now with their teams and for themselves, how they've grown as people now. And it wasn't without struggle, because nothing is ever going to come to your life without struggle. You are going to be rejected. You are going to feel bad. You're going to want to quit. You're going to question yourself if you're good enough. But if you persevere through that and keep on doing your personal development and let someplace in your mind register that you are worthy, that if someone else can do this, why can't you? And you fight through every obstacle, and mainly the ones that you put in your own mind, This is going to happen for you. And each of us is here to root you on. There's actually 2 or 3 people in this group that I've reached out to this week and I haven't heard back from you. Maybe you want nothing to do with this anymore. Maybe you are in such a rut that you don't feel like talking. Maybe you're scared. Maybe you're embarrassed. I don't know. But I do know that the longer you hide, the longer you don't put yourself out there, the longer you don't take a risk, the longer you're going to stay there. The longer it's going to take you to grow. Because it's coming out of that comfort zone and making yourself vulnerable to other people that you really open up. And I hope you realize that this is a place where you're safe, where we're only going to nurture you if you make yourself vulnerable, where we're just going to challenge you because we want to see you grow. Like, honestly, if you don't want to do this and this isn't for you, that's fine. Go into your back office, into my business tab, my forms, and there's a cancellation form because this isn't in everybody's DNA. This takes the type of person that decides that they don't want to keep living their life the way they are now, and they're going to change it. And I hope that's you, because I don't want to see anybody quit, to be honest, but I don't want you here if you're not going to be happy, and I don't want you here if you're not going to do the steps it takes to build. I'm sitting here and I want to show you guys something because this is my work area, and maybe you think that because I'm a 3-star diamond and I'm making over $1,000 a week working Beachbody part-time that I'm set and I don't need to do anything else. But that's not true. Like, I'm sitting here and look who's next to me. It's Dave. Because I need financial peace. I need to get my stuff in order. What else is here? Building an empire. Because I really want to know all the ins and outs of this business. I know I have to study. I'm not born with the skills. I didn't go to college for this. I'm learning this for myself. I'm educating myself. Beloved and Blessed, which is my personal development. Because I want to be a better wife and a better mom. Because if it isn't for my family, none of this would be worth it. And I thank God for Beachbody because it's given me the tools I need to provide for them and to meet amazing people and build amazing relationships, and most of all, the ones for my family. I have leaders eat last because nobody's a good leader to start out with. It's skills that you acquire every single day, and I'm almost done with this, and it's amazing. And I have countless other personal development books, including Gary Vaynerchuk's Jab, 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 Right Hook, because I didn't start out posting things that people were going to be interested in. I had to study this. Everything in life, you have to study. You don't just you don't just say, I'm going to be a doctor and go to a hospital and get a job. You don't just say, I'm going to be a real estate agent and sell houses off the bat. No, you work on it, and I'm working on it every day, and I try to stay humble. All I know is that I'm going to make it work, and I work every day as if it were my chapter 1. Because I know it's worth it, and I know it's all on me. And I hope you know it's all on you. But we're also here for you. If to the same degree that you put in effort into yourself and your business, to the same degree you'll get support back from us. And I hope you know that. And if you don't, test us, and we'll show you that we're here for you. Okay, guys? So please, don't be discouraged. Just keep on fighting.